German-made Norde Mende Fidelio 56, from 1956. I did a video on this about a year or two ago, and I thought I'd redo it because looking back at that video, I didn't know any of what I was talking about. My commentary on the video is pretty damn crappy. So since we're all quarantined, I've been running out on content ideas. So I thought I'd redo this and do a better video on it, or a bit of maybe an update. But it still works, and I use it for shortwave every now and then. Right now it's 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I usually don't get anything on shortwave until like 7 o'clock. Everybody who's in the shortwave hobby knows shortwave is always better in the evenings. But there's about 1 or 2 weak signals coming in right now. And I did update my antenna configuration as well. I'll show you that on the back. I'm still not sure what the 3D means on there. Since the last video I made, the clutch material and the volume knob is worn off, and there's a big hole in the clutch material. It needs to be fixed. If I really shove up against it, you can see that it's moving a bit. And you can tell that there was a missing. If I bring the camera closer here, you can tell that there's a missing screw in there. It's supposed to go in there. That's come out. I don't know if there's one on this one. I can't tell. There probably is in there, but the one in here is just gone and missing. It's not. And there's a big hole. When I turn around to the back, I'll show you. There's a big hole in the clutch material. I've had the back cover off for quite a while now because I don't remember where the hell I left the screws to hold this on the back. To put the back cover back on. I misplaced them somewhere quite a while ago. But one thing I noticed, I probably should have put too much effort. You can tell how it's a pain to do the volume because the clutch material is worn off. I'll probably cut most of that sawn off. That's probably the YouTube copyright will probably pick that up. Another thing about this just this summer, because in the winter time I can't get out here a lot to do a lot of shortwave videos or videos in the garage out here. But I noticed this spring rolled around, I started coming out here a little more, and I noticed that when I leave the radio on for, I don't know, maybe less than half hour, it starts fading out, and you get this buzz in the audio. I don't know if that's an audio out tube. An audio problem with the audio output tube or something like that. I haven't checked that. I don't have anything to check any tubes or anything, so I can't check that, and I don't really have anything. All I have is a digital multimeter checking voltage, line voltage, and whatnot. But if I remember correctly, I vaguely remember that the digital multimeter can do capacitive and resistance, but I don't remember. Of course, you got the bass. This I can't read. Orchestra, solo, jazz, sparace for all the different sounds. So say if I go back to FM, you got all these on the front for the different sound. Look at it, more of a bass sound. I prefer the bass in jazz. I think it sounds the best.
Well, I think they're very cognizant of that type of.
So medium wave is of course always listenable.
Hands giving hearts to
Rogers, North Central.
equipment necessary for increased testing. We are investing in the capacity for more data and knowledge we need to nimbly respond to the future that remains uncertain.
I'll actually come out a little later tonight to do some shortwaving. I'll bring the camera out and I'll record some of the shortwaving. I won't do it now because there's nothing on, but later on there should be. I I guess WWV should be on, right? So I go to 10. Yeah, it's in there. I guess it's this week, this time of day. I could check the Econ field radio. Yeah, I bring out my Econ satellite. I just charged the batteries on it last night. The rechargeable nickel cadmium AA batteries that I've been using on the charger. I guess I can show you that at the end of this video. It's an old battery charger that I bought at a thrift shop. Like a 1987 Panasonic nickel cadmium battery charger. But anyways, back to the main focus of this video, and that's this radio. Yep. Something there. Alright, back to FM. FM, by the way, is a separate tuner. AM, shortwave, long wave tuner up here is a separate dial, and then the FM one is a separate. Another thing I noticed that I want to look at is the speaker. The main driver seems to be the only speaker I hear working. If I put my ear to the little drivers on the side, not just the little drivers, but the little tweeters or whatever you want to call them on the side, the little side speakers, they don't seem to be outputting any audio. I don't want to play too much FM music because it's copyright, but back to medium wave.
You've had to change some of the ways we do business. We also...
That was 6:30. For some reason I don't hear, what is it, 740 CBC News on AM. I haven't heard that in the longest time. Have they shut down or something? Like, any of my AM medium wave radios I haven't heard. I guess when I finish this video I'll go in and Google it, but yeah, that's strange. I have a good antenna on this radio, so it should pick it up, unless they've shut down. I know I still hear 770 out of Red Deer, which is about, I don't know, an hour and a half south of me. I'm putting on the love of the Lord.
Important. It's also Mental Health Week in Canada.
That's the last one of the music was either, I think that was 9:30. So it's called 9:30, the religious medium wave station.
As a result of this pandemic.
That's iNews 880. I wonder if, because I do still hear CBC Radio Network, CBC Radio Edmonton on FM. So maybe they just shut down their AM transmitters and just going with FM. So I don't know if there's a whole lot of people that listen to medium wave anymore. Yeah, see, there it goes. Now the audio is faded out, and it's not because I turned it down. If I put the camera right up to the speaker, you might be able to hear it. That buzzing in the speaker. Probably have to, I'll turn the gain up here, so I'll turn the gain up in the editing right here so you can hear it. So I don't know if that's an audio output problem or what that is. But if I shut it off for a while and then come back to it, it should start up again. That's what it usually does. I don't know what's up with that. I'm guessing it's something to do with the audio output tubes, maybe leaky or something. Like I said, I don't have anything to check tubes. So it's been probably 10 minutes now, so I'll show you what I mean. If I turn it back on now, let it warm up. Let all the tubes warm up and stuff for a second. That light is flashing, I don't know why. Oh, there, now it's on. It does that when it first turns on.
Rely on.
Yeah, see? Now it's working again. So I go see if WWV is. If that's WWV right there, that'd be 10 megahertz. And there's nothing. I did bring out my good Eton satellite. Just to see, so if I go to 10 here, I just took the batteries out of the charger. No, it's not even there. Yeah, I should usually be able to hear it, but during the day, that's usually one of the strongest signals during the day, because it's WWV, it's a 24-hour clock. Alright, so here's the long wave. Long wave is kind of dead in my opinion. You know, they flying in town long wave, except for there's a I'm not sure if that's some sort of beacon or something. I'm not sure what that is. I know that's been on. For as long as I've had a long wave radio, I can remember I've heard that signal on there. Another thing I'm not the biggest fan of about this radio is it can be kind of scratchy sometimes. But these German-made radios, they're pretty good, because the parts that they use to manufacture them they're good stuff. That's what keeps them so stable. Yeah, there's nothing on there's nothing on long wave. Like I said, it's kind of dead. But that's why no one listens to it anymore. Because the only thing that people listen to is the FM radio in their car. And then there's a few people here and there, maybe the older generation that listen to some of the AM stuff. And most people listen to the stuff at the top of the FM band and all the pop music and everything. Alright, I got it flipped around here now. That's the back. See, that's the antenna configuration. I've been using this dipole for quite some time. I upgraded with this speaker wire that you can, that comes with these little removable jacks that you can put on the end. And I found that it fits right into that that little contact there. You can just plug it right in there, and it looks like on here that's the actual antenna thing, whereas this isn't, but it still works. But I have an FM dipole. Let me move this out the way. 1 second, stand by. It looks like, I guess that's the antenna configuration right there, because it says here antenna. That's the dipole, so that would be this. And it sounds like if I pull this black one out, hear how it sounds stronger? I might just leave this one out. I think I'll just leave that one out because it sounds better almost. Just for the sake of this video, I'll plug it back in so it's not so loud and doesn't drown out my voice. But you got an extra, I don't know if that's an extra power supply, so you can hook up like a battery or something. It says there's a fuse there, 150 volts. It says above it, and there's a bunch of little pin jacks that say 220 volts. One of them says 150 volts. That's not the fuse. My bad. And another one is 125 volts. And then there's this thing, which is the same thing as that. And it looks like it's attached to the power transformer. It looks like the power transformer underneath the tube. And then I'm not too sure what all these are, and I guess I don't know if those are adjustments for each band or for antenna or something. I'm not sure what that is. One of them says FM, NF. One says radio Elko. Like I said, I can't read all this German stuff. It says 56 3D, so that's 1956. I don't know what the 3D means. It looks like it's got some of the original Lord Mende parts. Maybe not all the original tubes. I don't know if all the tubes are original. Just the FM bar antenna, which moves when you turn that dial. And there's an FM dipole antenna just tacked on to some tin foil that's along the top. And there's your big driver in the middle, and that's the only speaker that sounds like it's working. The two tweeters on the side, they sound like they're dead. If I put my ear right up against that, I don't hear anything. Yeah, no. But, yeah, see at the bottom here, they have it covered up with plastic, or someone might have tacked on a piece of plastic. Here's the tube chart thingy. I don't know if you can see that. Like the German EABC 80. I know you can buy Russian replacements and stuff that are kind of cheap. And then there's the thing down, again, there's the, I guess that's, I don't know if that has something to do with the high voltage. It looks like here, it says high voltage in German or something maybe. And then, it looks like instructions for the antenna. I'm not sure what that is. And I'm not sure what this is for down here. This is something else. I don't know if that's to connect some, I don't know if that's a phono output. Yeah, I'm not sure what all this is about. It looks like this is, it says here, what is that, 4 ohms maybe? Is that what that is? I think that looks like the ohm symbol. So 4 ohms. I'm not sure what that symbol is or what that symbol is. And again, I can't read the German. Probably said that too many times in this video now. But it says 220 volts, 55 watts. Okay, now that I shut the radio off, you can see. If I zoom in there, I had to turn my light on and get the camera to focus on that. But you can see, if you see that clutch material where it's loose, see the big hole in it there? And it's not moving that metal rod that spins the whole gear mechanism there that turns the volume down. That's why you gotta really shove against it. Now this selenium rectifier seems a little loose to me. I feel like it should be in a little bit tighter. I don't know why it's so This seems less the signal seems less scratchy when I hold it down. I know I've heard that sometimes in these radios these things can burn with a real bad crap smelling odor. I'm probably gonna go out on a limb here and say this radio is kind of rare. And then there's the tin foil that the FM dipole antenna is tacked onto up there with a little coil attached to it, just for amplification, I guess. There's more capacitors and crap in there. 125 volt, 5.55. Can't really get the camera into there, but I did figure out a couple years ago when I got this that the AUS means power off, and then when you hit one of the buttons like long wave, medium wave, FM, which is UKW, or shortwave is K, means medium wave, L means long wave. I'm not sure what Peli antenna means. That button does tend to get jammed. Same with the FM button. I guess I could when I take this apart, well, not that I ever will, because not that much work needs to be done on it. I'm guessing right there, down there. Yeah, see how they move? Those little things down there. And then now it's off. I guess I could oil those, or not oil them, but spray it with WD-40. Or maybe some of my contact cleaner. Although I tried to save some of that up because it's pretty expensive. It's like $15 a can at my local electronics store, which is friggin' nuts. Like I said, there's the AM bar antenna on the swivel base, so when you turn it, you see it's attached to that string. So when you turn that dial to the certain every time of day it is, you can see right there. There's a little indicator, so you can change it. It moves this with proper direction for the best satisfaction in your AM medium wave listening. There's this little sheet that at the bottom of the ball. I think that's just the ground sheet. You can see where that wire is attached. Guess I'll get the money shot here. This one looks kind of dim. That one looks like it's nice and bright. All these other ones look sort of dim to me. It's working. It's working though. Anyways, I think I'm gonna shut the camera off for now. I'm gonna come back out here a little later tonight and do some shortwaving, and I'll bring the camera out and record the shortwave on this, because right now in the middle of the day we don't get much on shortwave. So it's like what now? I think it's like 7:30ish or something like that, almost 8 o'clock. I came out and brought the camera back out. I'm gonna see what I can get on shortwave. Now it's a little bit later. This is usually around the time where it starts coming in a bit better. It starts to wake up. Man, start to wake up a little more. We a lot of buzzing because of the RF noise from the television. That's why in a lot of my other videos, you notice I did it at the school field just down the block. There's less RF noise. I can get away from the RF noise from the television in the house. That's 10 megahertz.
Elástica. La mejor prueba es presionar levemente con el dedo y ver si al soltar no queda marca. Pero igualmente importante como conseguir un ingrediente fresco.
China. They are betraying our country for foreign cash bribes.
On riot.com.br, a great source of information about Argentina and Latin America in 8 languages. Riot.com.br. This
It's like two different, you can, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but you can definitely tell there's two channels overlapping each other.
In all of the languages of
And
Riot.
that's like what?
You can find on the website also the Made in Casa
That's a
programs,
31 meter band, so that's like 9 something megahertz.
Ministry of Health regarding the daily situation
In this time of pandemic, those who
in Argentina. On cases, the number of deaths,
EWTN, we struggle.
on the pandemic. All of that
Hear them overlapping each other?
on Riot.
There's some other interval signal behind this, I'm not sure what station, two stations they are, but there's some sort of interval signal behind
Stay in
the other
touch
one.
and see you next time.
Either that
All the
or
best.
the
Ciao.
radio's off, and they're just... Oh. Well, no, maybe it is just one station. It sounded like two because it sounded like an interval signal behind the guy's voice.
We'll be back to the music in moments
Because I heard that it sounded like I heard
WRMI Radio
a
Miami
Japanese or Chinese
International.
station with an interval signal behind it. It's just the one.
This is WRMI Radio Miami International. Okeechobee, Florida, USA.
Florida,
Contact us
USA,
at
that's what that
info
is.
at WRMI.net.
WRMI Florida, USA, shortwave
WRMI.net.
music station.
He's going to do that, isn't it? Sure. Right. Can you please explain the difference between godly sorrow and worldly sorrow? What? Interesting question. It is. I see the answer. Absolutely.
Sounds like maybe, I want to say BBC Radio, but I could be
Of
wrong.
course, sorrow in suffering.
I just want to correspond with you,
WRIG sounded like. Sound like that's what he said. That's what the call sign sounded like. That's Brother Stare. He's on a few frequencies. I think that's the weakest. I can't hear it, but it sounds like BBC Radio again. Again, I could be wrong about that. There's a CHU Canada, the Canadian time signal, out of Ottawa, Canada.
everyone that God intends to reach.
There's brothers there. Everyone who's in the, or most people in the shortwave hobby know who that is. Because he's on every night. Or almost 24/7. Maybe not 24/7, but on every evening for me anyways. Anyone who's in North America and is a shortwave enthusiast would knows brothers there pretty well.
So to speak. It's unremarkable.
There's again.
The ears with sound.
There's a lot of religion on shortwave radio. That's one thing you'll notice.
Través de las redes públicas de transmisión de datos, información entrada al interés social.
That sounds like Radio China or Radio Japan. One of the two. Maybe Vietnamese.
No ayer, el otro sábado. Fuimos en familia a un matrimonio.
That's Spanish. I know the word familiar is just Spanish, so I think it means. All the Spanish people were watching this video. I thought it was about mom, but I think that means family in Spanish. Or they'll scream at me in the comment section. I believe familia is Spanish for family. That was something in a single sideband.
I'll give you about a 5.858 into Alabama QFL. And it's doing 5.8,
So it's 7185 LSD. You can hear it's not properly fine-tuned on here because the tuning knob broke off unfortunately, which I'm still kind of pissed off about. I don't completely remember how it broke. But whenever I listen to single sideband on that, I have to listen to it like that, or either that, or I have to find one that's actually fine-tuned in already for me, that it's not, or one that's already listenable, so I don't have to fine-tune into it. You know what I mean? If that light bulb looks like it's burnt out or dim again. There's something there. That wasn't a single sideband. There's something else that's in a single sideband. That's the same one. That's I forget what that signal is, but when you go on the SDR or WebSDR or QBSDR websites, those of you who are in the shortwave hobby who use SDR, you already know what that is, but you can zoom in with the little label on each frequency. And I think it's, you each have a call sign in the name. It starts with JT and JT 075 or something like that. And then one of the frequencies is 7075, something like that. And then, and I thought I heard somewhere years ago that it was 5G cellular communications making interference with shortwave. It almost sounds kind of like a radio teletype signal, you know, those RTTY signals that you come across on shortwave, or some of the number stations, like the M14 or something like that, broadcast on, they broadcast their codes by using radio teletype. That's just what it sounds like. That sounds like Morse. So I guess the ice cream truck is an essential business in the middle of a pandemic. I don't know if you can hear that. I can turn up the audio gain. Or, yeah, the audio gain in the editing. Huh. Is that what all the ice cream music was then? Yeah. Motorcycle gain down the road. or the COVID-19 gain, I guess. And then the COVID truck's still rolling around here somewhere. Okay, I guess we gotta get back to our regularly scheduled program. So I went on Priom and I figured out that's on a number station. It broadcasts on like 13 megahertz or something. It's the M14, and then the other one is the MO1B. See, as soon as the radio got that signal, that light just went on again. I don't know what that was about. Now it's starting to flicker again a little bit. Yeah, that's weird. It's a little bit noisier on this radio down here. Or shortwave period does actually, I find. It's a little bit noisier down by the past the 49 meter band. Well, RF noise over that. This, by the way, is the bass. You can adjust the bass. And this one here is treble. At least that's what it sounds like. I don't know. It's all it says is, because again, I can't really read German. Can't read all the German. It just says, looks like Hohen, and then bass. Maybe that's bass. That looks like it. That looks like that's what it says. I don't know, maybe someone that speaks German or lives in Germany can translate that for me. Video, what was that?
Hasta esa fecha, para mantener estos resultados debe estar también el comprometimiento para llevar hasta la mesa de los albineros la comida que
Radio Romania, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Something there was covered in with the noise floor. Whenever you get a strong signal, that little eyeball thing should, because when you turn it on, it glows green, and it should fill the whole circle.
Charles Mingus. Ces dernières années, Jack Walrath a prolongé ses liens avec l'héritage de Charles Mingus en contribuant à la forme.
You see the eyeball fully closed, because it got a full signal. So that's what that's there for. It's almost like an S meter, but not really. So here's the website. I don't think I'm on the right. Here we go. That's it. It looks pretty close. It doesn't look exactly the same.
sus casas monitoreando su estado de salud. Los 229 pasajeros del cuarto vuelo
On Radio Museum, not Radio Archive, radiomuseum.org. The camera would focus.
Un vuelo de China Airlines con 129 personas ha llegado esta mañana al aeropuerto.
Guess that's close enough. Not exactly though. It does say here, it says, this might be the 57. I'm not sure, either the 55 or the 57. There's a schematic. I did download a schematic, except it's all in German. That's part of it. That's where it says right down there. It's broadcast long wave, FM or UHF, but that can't be right. Rigoletto, mine's the Fidelio, not the Rigoletto, but 56/3D channel equal 502. That's why it looks like a different one, because it's the Rigoletto. Did I pronounce that right? Colorado. We're all in Colorado together to slow the spread of COVID-19. I did download the schematic for it. So that's just the first one. Like I said, everything is in German, so you can't really read it. But Norde Mende 8/11 Curie Super Fidelio 56 3D. Again, I'm not really sure what the 3D means. There's there's a look at the back, and again it's in German, so I can't really understand it because I can't read German. So downloading this schematic was just basically just a waste of time because it's all in German. There's the tuning cord for the There's the cord for the tuning dial. It's the configuration. That looks like the antenna configuration. So I'm gonna go ahead and end off the video here. I apologize. This is such a long video. It's just so many parts of this video. I filmed so many different parts, and it ended up being real drawn out. So I apologize. So I'll try to cut it down as much as I can in the editing. But this will be longer than some of my usual videos. That was a look at a 1956 Norde Mende, German-made 4-band radio, and 3D. I don't know what 3D means. And yeah, thanks for watching.
At the tone, 22 hours, 48 minutes, coordinated universal time.